What's up, everybody? MagicWithRacingDudes.com here to watch the Grade 1 Summer Stakes at Woodbine on Saturday, September 16th. Race 6 on the card. This is a Grade 1 Breeders Cup win and you're in for the Juvenile Turf. And if you want to watch the race along with me as I analyze it in real time, click the box that's right up here. You can watch the replay side by side while I give my thoughts, and then I'll give my post-race analysis. If you want to skip ahead to the race beginning or to my post-race analysis, just check down below in the comment or in the description box, rather. You can see the chapters and you can skip right ahead. For this race, my top pick, my boy Prince, 2-1 favorite off a 3-1 morning line. Not surprised there at all. Figured he would definitely take money. One thing you don't love to see when you have a favorite, a short favorite like this, and a grade 1 with a lot of potentially talented horses, is the shoe repair that took about a 10-minute delay for this race to start. And that's what he got. So, that, not something that you love to see, but listen, this horse, especially with the scratch of the 6, I think just stands out from a pace perspective. He was so fast on synthetic. He's never tried turf before, but he is a son of Cairo Prince. Cairo Prince did very well on turf. Cairo Prince also a full brother to Frankel, a star European turf horse. So, and also out of a silent name mare. This horse should theoretically love the turf, have no issue with it, but it's not an exact science, right? So got that to worry about. The other one I'm interested in, who is right behind him in favoritism right now at 2-1 as well, is the 7 Arosa. And the reason I'm interested in her, there were 4 fillies entered in this race who were also cross-entered in race 8, the Natalma Stakes. By the way, if you're watching this after the fact, you can watch the Natalma right here with me as well. But they were cross-entered in this. It's the same day, grade 1 race. Going same distance and everything, and you would think theoretically that going up against their own kind, their own gender rather, would be beneficial and the right move to do. And yet Arosa stays in this race, as does the number 5 Go With Gusto. Now, Go With Gusto is a horse I think is probably going to benefit from the pace setup here. Maybe trainer Mark Cassie is, in case that the other Cassie horse, my boy Prince, gets sucked into a pace duel, could help the 5. Eros is very interesting. I think with John Velasquez riding her, coming up to ride her for the day, that says to me that they think a lot of this filly. She's undefeated in 2 starts on turf, both, or I should say the latter was the Catch a Glimpse Stakes, the 6.5. So I think this 1-turn mile setup at Woodbine should be fine for her. It's not sexy to say I'm going to take the 2-1 favorite over the 2-1 second favorite in the race. I just really like those horses. I also did like the 11 King of the Track. He's 7-1. He's the 3rd choice. You had the Golden Canary was originally the 3rd choice on the morning line. She's 6-1. Sorry, 4th choice. CARSON'S Run, I like him. He's the 3-1 3rd choice. A very good horse coming up from Saratoga. The problem is, I don't know what the pace scenario is going to be here. I liked him better when the number 6 horse was in here, another speed horse, but she's not. By the way, the 6 and the 7, both fillies, both trained by Kevin Attard, who also has the number 9 Busick in here, named for the great hockey player Johnny Busick. So they're all loading into the gate here. Again, my pick here, I'm with my boy Prince on top. I'll go with Arosa, who is currently without jockey John Velasquez as she goes into the gate. Velasquez is like, I'll just hop aboard once I'm in there. Thank you very much. I'll put the 5 Go With Gusto here in 3rd, because why? Mark Cassie's not an idiot. Why would he have 2 fillies in here if he didn't think they both had a shot against the boys? And you know what? Ronald Superfecta, let's put the other Cassie, the number 1 Super 10 of a maiden, who 20-1 on the morning line, 11-1 right now, trading as King of the Track. The last horse goes in the gate, waiting for the start. They're off. So, good break initially for all, and then it looked like, was that Arosa? Yeah, it took back. I'm sorry, no, it was the 9 Busick I saw take back. Arosa does take back slightly. My boy Prince, almost an uncontested lead here. Western Whirl, the 8 horse, is going to go up and contest and actually poke his head in front and force my boy Prince to go a little bit quicker on the hedge, and he does to retake the lead. Busick sitting wide in 3rd, and Arosa now running along the rail in 4th there. She's in the perfect spot, 23-2, very slow. My boy Prince, if he's got it, if he's got the goods, he should be able to win from here. Tunichi's already starting to struggle a little bit. CARSON'S Run is at the rear where you expect him to be. Go With Gusto right ahead of him. as is the 1 super attentive. You could see the 2 Cassie horses, the 1 and the 5, try and block the 2 at the rear there, and try and help set things up for the 3. 47.1, again, slow fractions. He's got a half a length lead at least on this 8 horse. If he's any good, the 3 should have this. Great ride, patient ride from Joel Rosario so far. No notes, as they say, but the 7 looks loaded behind him if she can break free. They're at the top of the stretch. Carson's Run is kicking in with the huge run, as is the 5 Go with Gusto. Super Attentive broke free. My Boy Prince ditches the 7 in late. Oh, can he hold on? Oh, he's not going to hold on. It's going to be the 2 Carson's Run to win the Grade 1 Summer Stakes. Can the 3 hold on for a second? Go with Gusto coming hard. It's going to be 2, 3, 5, 4 across, and I think possibly the 8 horse was 5th. Congratulations to trainer Christophe Clement, jockey Dylan Davis. Tip of the cap to Mike Somich, an angle that he was on last year early and benefited from financially quite a bit, was a Christophe Clement shipping horses, especially to Woodbine, and Dylan Davis going to ride them. That was usually a sign that they were live, and huge ride, huge effort from that horse. Not fast fractions, they kind of collapsed on him. You see My Boy Prince, a very talented horse, but he was right there at the wire. It was the 1 super attentive was 5th. So Cassie gets all 3 horses into the top 5, and none of them win. That's, boy, what would the prop odds on that have been in this race? Well, and then there's the 11. He wasn't part of it. So I guess 3 of the 4 Cassie horses, but still. Let's talk some more about Carson's Run. He was still in last when they went into the turn and were cornering. I was watching him to see where he was at, and then I watched My Boy Prince kind of kick clear, and I thought he was fine. Carson's Run, I believe, went about, if I remember, at the top of the stretch. I saw him going 18 wide. I believe he actually was at one point down the 3rd row of the grandstands. He was that wide. He's very wide even as they're getting close to the end there. Definitely took advantage of the long stretch that Woodbine has. It is basically their turf stretch is kind of like the Belmont dirt course in terms of how long it is. But I mean, he was clear. It wasn't like it was close at the wire. He was definitely the best horse. Superb effort. Now, I've known the story about Carson's Run, named for one of the West Point Thoroughbreds, who's co-owner, one of their investors in this horse. His son has the same rare disease that the horse Cody's Wish, that young boy Cody has. So Cody's Wish has his success. Continues to have his success, and now you've got this great story with Carson's Run. So another great feel-good story, great people in jockey Dylan Davis, trainer Christophe Clement. Great to see them get the win. 3-1, great odds on this horse. Now Grade 1 winner heads to the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf. As far as that race goes, it's way too difficult at this point to project anything yet because, like with all the turf races, we don't know what European horses are coming over. We don't know what Japanese horses are coming over. You really have to consider all of that and the posts and the pace scenario before you can really make a play here. I would definitely, have interest in Carson's Run underneath. I think it's hard to close from, you would assume, as a packed 12, 14 horse field at Santa Anita, going 2 turns on the turf. That's just too much ducking and diving and dodging that you have to do. I couldn't play that. My Boy Prince, very interested in him at the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf, especially if he can get like an inside draw. Like if he draws post 1 or 2, I think 2 turns would help him because of his speed. It is harder for horses to close at 2 turns generally than it is for them to close at 1. So, that could be to his benefit. Go with Gusto. I would go back to the filly ranks with her. She did run well to finish 3rd, almost caught My Boy Prince. But if you're Mark Cassie and you're Gary Barber, who own both My Boy Prince and Go with Gusto, I think you try and win both divisions with her, with those 2 horses. So I would split them up. Tunichi was there kind of in the picture. He ended up being super attentive. No interest in them, I think, as far as the Breeders' Cup goes or a Grade 1 race in the future. But those are my thoughts on the Grade 1 Summer Stakes. Congratulations to Carson's Run, West Point Thoroughbreds, Christophe Clement, and Dylan Davis. You're going to the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf at Santa Anita. I'll be there, so I'll get to see the horse and hopefully meet some of you as well. Let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comments section. Make sure before you leave, hit like on the video, subscribe to youtube.com/racingdudes, and most importantly, good luck at the track this week. RacingDudes.com is your home for the best free picks for every race, every track. Summer's here, our picks are heating up. We want you to join us in the fun. Subscribe to the Racing Dudes YouTube channel right now. Click the notification bell. You don't want to miss a single one of our awesome videos. Want to make money betting horses? Bet with the Racing Dudes.